Can you stop saying mysterious shit, please, for just a second?
Welcome to Episode Echoes, and today we're reviewing Episode 3 of Silo Season 2, breaking down the important themes, ideas, and hidden clues you might have missed. Before we start, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell to stay in the loop when we release new videos. Also, because this review will be describing key plot points and events of the episode, a spoiler alert is in place. The heart of this episode lies in showing the true cost of rebellion in the silo, mainly through 4 key story threads that are starting to weave together. First, there's Bernard and Meadows in their dangerous dance of power and mistrust. Bernard clearly knows far more than he lets on, while Meadows is longing for something different, something more than what she's known her entire life and is bent on going out to find it. Bernard mentions that Silo 17 fell 25 years ago, which reveals 2 important things. There's likely some system in place to communicate with other silos, perhaps signals, status lights, or automated notifications, and that Bernard has been the shadowy ruler of Silo 18 for as long as anyone can remember. What's striking is how much of Bernard's power is invisible, even to his closest IT staff. He is a ghost king, and yet this dynamic with Meadows is fragile. To suppress a rebellion, he has brought Meadows in from the cold, giving her more access than she's had in years. So on some level, he knows that he needs Meadows as an ally, while the dangers still loom. Knowing that Meadows was once his shadow, and the best one at that, it's baffling that Bernard would lie to her and discard her advice. He lies about Juliette's motivations, claiming she wanted to go outside to clean, which Meadows later finds wasn't true. He lies about not needing to write down measurements for the cleaning suit, details critical to survival outside the silo. These betrayals begin to crack the fragile bond between them. Meadows' stares, a mixture of admiration and anger, melt into mistrust. It seems likely that Bernard may set Meadows up to die when she goes outside to clean. Yet there's a potential twist. Through a series of lucky events, Meadows could survive, making it to Silo 17 and becoming an unexpected ally to Juliette in her new quest. Meanwhile, over in Silo 17, Juliette faces revelations that shake her to the core. She learns about the existence of multiple silos, 50 in total, and grapples with the devastating possibility that her own actions might have set Silo 18 on a path to destruction. Her interaction with Solo, the mysterious man behind the locked doors, is layered with emotions. In Solo's story, another man named Ron had refused to clean and walked away, much like Juliette. This defiance sparked a rebellion among Silo 17's inhabitants, who believed it was safe to open the doors. Tragically, they all died within minutes of exposure to the toxic particles outside. This grim history weighs heavily on Juliette. She knows she must warn her silo, but can't leave without a proper cleaning suit. The only suit available lies in a submerged level, requiring her to dive underwater using a crudely constructed respirator to reach it. Juliette pushes Solo to help her, initially resorting to forcefully convincing him, like she always does, but something shifts when she notices the note painted on the opposite doors. In that moment, she understands Solo's fear. It's not stubbornness or rigid belief in any rule that forbids him from opening the door, but genuine terror. He's been traumatized by the desperate survivors who attacked him in the past. This connection, even in its smallest form, is deeply moving. When Solo finally opens the door, it's a profound act of trust, both in Juliette and in the possibility of human connection. Back in Silo 18, Bernard deploys harsher methods to quash the rebellion, with Sims as his ever-willing enforcer. Bernard draws from the Order, a set of oppressive strategies Meadows describes. The Order instructs that celebration graffiti about those who refuse to clean should be erased, and for the artists to be arrested. It also points out how to ensure the rebellion is further quelled by using the silo's lowest levels, such as mechanical, as a scapegoat. Sims manipulates Patrick Kennedy, one of Juliette's allies, into helping incite unrest in mechanical by promising him a pill to erase his memories. But Sims has a more sinister plan. A retired, trigger-happy deputy is enlisted to shoot Patrick during the staged unrest. In the chaos, Cooper, who was once Juliette's shadow, is also shot and killed. While his death will undoubtedly affect those in mechanical, it's difficult to feel any sort of emotional connection to a character the audience barely knows. While all of this happens in the silo, Dr. Nichols takes a quiet and yet impactful stand. A woman arrives, believing she has won the child conception lottery, and Nichols knows he's supposed to only pretend to remove her birth control implant. Yet, in a bold move, he actually removes it, risking everything to give this couple real hope instead of perpetuating the silo's empty promises. This decision feels like a tribute to Juliette's memory, a way of honouring her by choosing to do what's right, no matter the cost. The tension is rising throughout the silo. Meadows is beginning to push back. Billings is questioning the rules and seeking clarity about his syndrome, with some reassurance from Meadows. Dr. Nichols is defying the system, risking his career for a chance to bring real change. What makes these stories so compelling is how deeply personal each act of rebellion feels. These aren't organised uprisings. They are individual breaking points, moments where people decide they can no longer accept the status quo. And in a way, this scattered human rebellion feels far more powerful. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing to Episode Echoes for more TV and movie reviews. I'm always interested in hearing your thoughts, so feel free to share your own take in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.